Track 19, support your local gaming store. Now, if you're a listener of the show on any kind of regular basis, you've heard myself and Skinny Guy and our guests talk about community, talk about building that community, sharing the things that we're passionate about, inspiring others, even just at minimum, learning to play a game that you might be interested in. And this is where the actual title of this bonus track comes into play, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a friend that actually says to you, hey, you want to learn how to play this game? This game is a lot of fun. Let's sit down and have some fun with this game. But there's that 1, maybe 2 times out of 10, that there's some kind of game that none of your friends have played before. And it looks interesting. You've either seen a commercial for it, you've heard about it on social media, and you don't know anyone personally who has played the game. This is where the community comes into play, okay? You're going to have your local gaming store, and hopefully there is one in your area, but you're going to have those gaming stores be that central hub for games that you're interested in that you don't know anyone personally who plays. You're going to go to these gaming stores, and I have not met or heard anyone, and personally, this is also, my personal take on this. There hasn't been a gaming store that I've heard of that hasn't been around for a while that isn't extremely welcoming and helpful in either running you through a game, teaching you how to play a game, answering any questions you might have. And I'm not just talking, because you hear us talking a lot about, LARP or tabletop or whatever. First of all, most gaming stores don't do anything with LARPs, except maybe help promote them. I mean, a lot of gaming stores that I know of will actually have like flyers or business cards or something that promotes a local live action role play game in the area, or maybe even the tri-state area, depending on what your situation is. And they're very supportive of it because it's gaming, but they really don't do much in that way. I'm talking about board games. I'm talking about card games, tabletop, miniatures, anything wargaming. That's where your local gaming store is going to come into play, because any gaming store worth their salt is going to have a variety of those things. You're going to have some comic stores who also do that. I mean, I don't think there's many comic stores out there that are just comic stores anymore. They also have gaming equipment and board games and all of these other things. But to go back to what I was saying previously, you're going to have these folks, whether it's the manager of the store, the owner, whoever, they will walk you through a game that you might be interested in. And most of the time, they'll also have some kind of back room. And don't worry, I know it sounds more ominous I'm making it sound more ominous than it is. But this back room is where folks of like mind, like you, who want to play a specific game, whether it's Magic the Gathering or D&D Adventures League or whatever it may be. And in that back room, there are tables set up, there's chairs, there's adequate lighting, all the things that you're going to need, including people, to play these games. And they will help you, the people who work at the gaming stores will help you through every step of the way. Now, granted, it is a store, it is a business, they're looking to get your business, but let's face it, they know the thing that most large businesses have forgotten over these many, many years is an informed and happy customer is a loyal customer, okay? So they're going to do everything they can. They're going to answer every question. They're going to run you through a game. They'll show you all the pieces of the game. They'll answer your questions. And for them, no question is too stupid, especially if you've never played the game before. They want you to be interested. Because let's face it, most people who open up a gaming store, they do it because they're passionate about gaming. And the people who work there are equally passionate about that. All right. If anyone tells you that they're opening up a gaming store to get rich, there's something wrong with them. I'm sorry. Most people opening up a gaming store, to make some money, but also to share their passion. That's at least been my experience, and people that I know, gamer friends that I know who go to their gaming stores, that's what I hear. That's what I'm told. That's what I've experienced. So if you haven't found your local gaming store yet, you should just, at the very least, even if there's nothing you need, go in there, check it out. Introduce yourself, find out who, especially if you are a gamer and you just, maybe you want to play some new games, or maybe you want to play a game that you're very well versed in, but maybe there's tournaments. You don't know. Especially if you haven't visited or found out where your local gaming store is, check it out. See what they've got. See what kind of atmosphere it is, and introduce yourself at the very least, because it's not just about playing games. The games, I think, is a means to an end of building a community, finding a place where you can come together with like-minded people and really just have a lot of fun and forget your worries for a little bit, in gaming or what have you, and do something else, do something fun and engage. You make friends through these gaming stores. I can't stress it enough. If you haven't visited your local gaming store, find it. If you don't have a local gaming store, hell, if you can, maybe you're the person that needs to open up the gaming store in your area. I don't know. That's always a possibility, right? Or maybe you want to write to or contact one of the larger businesses that actually help open up these gaming stores. Sometimes they will actually say, hey, yeah, we'll open up a store in your area, or we didn't know there was a need for it, and blah, blah, blah. Again, you got to go out there and you got to do these things. If you want things to happen, you have to make them happen, especially if they're not already happening. Again, one of the key aspects of Old Man and Skinny Guy is we also want to inspire people to do their thing. In our area, I want to shout out to a few of the gaming stores that we know of in our area. And again, we're out of the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. So obviously our friends at Portal Comics and Gaming, those folks over there, always great. Every time we go in there, again, from my personal experience, always helpful, always wanting to help, any new player, any existing player, and they've got plenty of room. They've got a lot of different variety of games. Steel City Comics is also another one in the Bethlehem area. Friendly there, big selection. They also do both Portal and Steel City. They also do Magic the Gathering and D&D and all of those kind of things. You can actually find all of their. We're going to put links up to their websites. So you can take a look. There's Encounter in Allentown, Pennsylvania. There's JAF Comics, also in Bethlehem. If you're looking to play like vintage arcade games or video games, there's the Game Gallery in Easton. I mean, there's a lot of places, and I know I'm not hitting all of them, but I just did want to make sure that folks, if you're not part of that community in your area and you're desperately looking for new games, or you're trying to figure out how to play these games, I'm telling you, your gaming store is the way to go. Support them. Go out there, do tournaments, meet people, play games, play as many games as you can. That's also going to help you figure out what you like and what you don't like, especially if you're a youngin. I'm the old man. It's not a lot. I'm kind of fixed in my ways, unfortunately, for a lot of things. I like to play different games, but if you've heard anything about any of our episodes, if it's not story related and there's too many rules, I don't like to wrap my head around it too much. But you're probably different. I hope you're different, because it's going to take someone like you to go out and support your gaming store. Find out what kind of tournaments they're doing. Play games there. Ask them if they're not doing tournaments that you think they should be doing. Ask them if you can help set that up. What can you do to figure it out? If you want to do wargaming tournaments, that's another store that opened up recently. There's a Warhammer store that opened up in Allentown, Pennsylvania as well, just recently. These are all different types of games. These are all different types of communities. But the one thing that they have in common, if I haven't stressed it enough yet, that's what I'm trying to do right now. The one thing they have in common is that they're welcoming and accepting to all gamers, to anyone who wants to come in and learn how to play a game or be part of that community. All you got to do is find them and walk through the door. Trust me, you will be very pleasantly surprised when you see how welcoming it is. And that's pretty much it. I wanted to make sure I've been gaming more recently, and every place that I've gone, every gaming store that I've been part of, they've done nothing but help me. And I know that if they do that for an old crotchety guy like me, it's going to be tons better for everybody else. I know that sounds weird, but that's just how my mind works. So again, thanks for listening to Bonus Track 19. Support your local gaming store. Remember, don't dream it, be it. Take care.